Well, back at it. Even honeymoons have to end, but this one ended with shocking news. My parents lived about 50 miles west of her parents. They'd all lived in the same area a little earlier, but our folks had moved on over from the Conway Springs area to the Douglas, Kansas area, where we still go to every summer. Since my parents were closer, we stopped to pick up Rita Ray, our daughter, at my folks' house, intending just to pick her up and head right on over to not to pick up, but to join the Williams family and have all our little family together with them. And as we drove into the yard, here comes my dad. Man, he was stepping it off coming out there, and I just thought he was glad to see us, or I was, had a little bit of an uneasiness. Is something wrong with Rita or something? Because he looked pretty serious. And he came up to the car and he said, "What's this about you being in the Army full time?" "Dad, I told you it has nothing to do with being in the Army full time. That was just a 2-week tour of duty." "Well," he said, "that's not what this piece of paper says," and he held up a old purple ditto sheet, that cheap ditto stuff that you could hardly read unless you held it up to the light just right. And the only thing on there that was personal, typed in above the main body of the letter, was my name, my rank, my serial number. "Dear Corporal Riggs, got out as a sergeant, get recalled as a corporal." That's a chicken deal the Army pulls. Never did like that rank of corporal. Anyway, the purple content was very clear. The 325th Hospital Training Unit has been activated and will depart from the railroad station in Enid, Oklahoma. I think they said 8 o'clock, maybe 7 o'clock. It was early in the morning on September the 1st, 1950. Holy smokes, totally unprepared for that. And just a while ago when I was sketching this out, I said to Donna, "What did you think at that moment?" She said, "I don't know as I thought anything, except I was mad at your dad for opening our mail." That's my wife. I have no doubt that she was telling the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And maybe it was a good thing that the shock of what the content of the letter wasn't her chief concern right now. It was being disgusted that somebody, your dad, opened our mail. Pretty private lady. She wouldn't go for that then, wouldn't go for it now. Well, I'm the kind of soldier that if it's to be done, it's to be done. I knew darn well when I signed into the reserves that if they needed me, I was going to go. So, my immediate mindset was, what the heck? How do we get everything done that needs to be done and be ready to ship out? And I think less than 2 weeks. Might have been like 3, but I mean the time was short. Totally unexpected. Totally unexpected. And yet, I never felt anything bad at all towards the Army or towards President Truman. Boy, when I took that oath to obey the orders that are given, I took it seriously, and that's the way I felt about it, and it never entered my mind to in any way resent the situation. It was just a holy cow, how do we get it together to make it all work without too much pain on anybody's part? And frankly, I don't remember how we arranged things as to where our belongings went, how we picked them up out of Enid and got them back up into Kansas. I'm sure since Donna and the kids went to her house to live with her parents, fortunately they had a big old farmhouse, I suspect that our belongings ended up in the barn over there, or in a granary over there, or in a barn or a granary at the Riggs household. I just don't remember. And I'm sure that the parents and other people really pitched in to help us, or we couldn't have gotten the job done. Don't remember a lot about the details. But I do know that on the morning of September the 1st, we were at the train station, everybody else was, and I asked Donna a while ago because I couldn't remember. Were the kids with you as you bade me farewell? She said, you bet they were with me. That's the kind of lady she is. Hadn't been a lot of tears. I got some now. Just thinking about it.